Hare Krishna, my dear Prabhus and dear Matajis. If you could see me and hear me clearly, isang like naman dyan. Awesome. So, welcome and good evening. We are here, live here in Brajika Village. Hopefully, you could visit us sooner, or the soonest. So, magugulat na lang kayo. So, thank you very much for joining us kasi we have the part 2 of the Meditation and Yoga Philosophy series. And now we will discuss Little Temple, how to make your home your sacred space. And we have, of course, our very dear, my senior god brother, ang kuya ng lahat. Oo. Naalala ko yung pinanood ko yung first episode natin, sabi mo mas matanda ako sa'yo eh. Late ko nalaman. Anyway, wag natin patagalin kasi marami siyang kwento for you, for everyone. Let's welcome in the chat box, Miss Grace dun, Navadip Chandra Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Ayan. Thank you very much. Always. Masyado ba yan?
Hindi, mas malapit, mas maganda.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for coming and yeah, we're done. Tapos na tayo. Gallery ko kaya to. Gallery ko. Ay, ito na lang, tama. Okay. Welcome sa inyong lahat kay David Chi and Francesca Mataji and Jinky Mataji and Jonah Mataji, Monica Mataji, Raymond Prabhu, and Nikita Mataji, Raul Prabhu, and our dear Power Yogi, Chantal Mataji. Ayan. Nakita nyo naman, lagi akong tense, no? Ano ba to? Yeah. Share screen. So, we are here to discuss. Andito na tayo sa saan banda Abideya? Abideya, yung process. Oo nga, no? Tama. Galing. This one? Pero wala pa yung natin eh. Ayun. Galing. Okay. So, first we will recite our invocation prayer. Namaom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Giridhari Swamin Iti Namine Namaom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Niversesa Sunyabadi Paskachada Sadarine Namo Mahabadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Guratisei Namaha Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Gobindaya Namo Namaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So welcome sa ating little temple, making your home your own sacred space. So we are here now on the procedure of how to do the worship. Kunyari, may altar na tayo. Then we will do the worship and how to do. First, I want to define sa inyo kung ano yung worship, or we can say in Sanskrit, arti. So, ayan. arti. What is arti? Arti, or we can say pronounce arati, is an offering of respect, welcome, or worship to an exalted person. Since the most exalted person is the Supreme Lord, it is most appropriate to offer arti to him. Arti is one aspect of deity worship. During arti, auspicious items are offered to the deity. So, meron mga konting guidelines na arti can be short or long, and time, place, and circumstances dictate how many artists are offered each day. So, sa ano yun? Mostly sa temple yon. Yung gano'n na may iba't ibang arti na ino-offer sa buong araw. Whatever standard is established should be maintained. In full arti, incense, flame or gilam, a conch shell with water, a cloth, flower, and chamara, or you can say the yaktail. Mamaya papakita natin yun mga yun. And a peacock feather fan are offered to the deity. While doing so, the devotee chants mantras appropriate for each article and rings a bell with with the left hand. In short, arti incense in a short arti, incense and one or more articles used in full arti may be offered. So, yon naman, yung short arti most of the time, yun yung applicable or kaya nating gawin sa bahay. Explain din natin yun mamaya. Artists should be accompanied by the singing of the Hare Krishna mantra. That's the best. The most important part of deity worship. Worshipper attending the arti may sing, or the devotee offering the arti may sing, or pag mag-isa lang naman tayo, play a recording. Yung mga yon is ideal yon of course, and very recommended. Oh, syempre. Sige, sige. Bibigyan natin kayo ng recording niyan. Then, here it is. So, yon. Ito yung definition. Definition and goal of Archana, or Archana means deity worship. The deity worship means to fix up our mind on the lotus feet of Krishna, always worshiping Krishna. So, yun yung main point nung kung bakit tayo din ay nag-deity worship. Kasi, like nung pinag-usapan natin nung last time, yes, the means or the recommended means of liberation this age of Kali Yuga is chanting of the holy name. If we can maintain that without doing anything and all, and we are still fixed on the lotus feet of Krishna, that's good, that's best. But most of the time, flickering yung mind natin. And then most of the time gusto natin yung gumagalaw, may ginagalaw, and we are, nature talaga natin yung mag-serve. So, in that way, deity form of Krishna is very merciful that dumating siya in his deity form for us to have the, how to say it, a way for us to serve him. So, ito. Yan, si Prabhupada is doing the arti. I think somewhere in London that temple. So, so yun nga, gusto kong ipakita sa inyo yung paano na paano na yung arti. Pero before that, Stop sharing. Mm-hmm. Hmm? Yes. Mamaya, of course, after natin mag-play ng video, of course, marami kayong tanong and we will welcome those questions. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Teka lang. Hindi ko pa na-share eh.
Share screen. Kailangan mo yun. Share screen ulit.
Hindi, yung
Zoom.
ayan. Share screen. Advance, and then this one. And then, where is it? Yes. Mm-hmm. So, have you seen it?
Today I am going to discuss
Naririnig nyo ba
or
yung
explain
audio?
about how to perform deity worship at your home as per Srila Prabhupada's instructions and as what was being followed during Srila Prabhupada's physical presence, which was pre 1977. So, in our spiritual practice, there are two aspects which should parallelly go on in a devotee's life. The one aspect is the chanting of the holy name, which Srila Prabhupada has said that every devotee must.
So, i-forward ko yung dun sa part na ipe-perform niya na yung RT. That is...
Guru, our Acharya, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, we first offer the dupa. So 7 times we must circle in a circular fashion. We must offer the dupa. So we have finished offering to Srila Prabhupada. Next is to Panchatattva or to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We offer Arati. After each personality, we bow down and
So, as you can see, first in-offer niya kay Prabhupada or if meron siyang picture na spiritual master na i-offer niya and then he goes straight to Radha and Krishna. So, i-offer niya how he will offer it 7 times in circle dun sa personality. And then go straight to Radha and Krishna and then down to Panchatattva, this one. And then Lord Nrsimhadev and then dun sa disciplic succession. That is how it should be. Yung first kay Prabhupada, ang essence kasi diyan is yung iso-show niya yung, kumbaga, nag-a-assist lang tayo sa spiritual master, and then spiritual master will offer it to his guru, and then going up dun kay Krishna. So kaya diretso muna from spiritual master, then kay Krishna, and then pababa. And then the next item, kung medyo matatagalan tayo pagka inano natin yan, pagka hinintay natin siya. So next item na i-offer niya is yung dipa, or yung giwik, or yung flame. So
that was there. When we perform Aarti in this fashion, we develop the right consciousness, the right mood we develop within ourselves. So he has completed Panchatattva Arati now with the Pancharati. Now he has moved to Radharani. Full body.
So the way he does that is hindi naman ganun ka slow, pero at least graceful yung pag wave ng gilamp. And actually yung gilamp yung main item to offer dyan, kasi yung may specific na numbers of offering yan, encircling yan, parang 4 sa lotus feet, and then 2 sa navel, sa pusod ni Krishna, and then 3 sa forehead or sa face, and then 7 times doon sa whole body. So, and then yun kay Radha, and then kay Krishna, and then the next personality like Panchatattva and Lord Nrsimhadev, up to the parampara or disciplic succession. So next niyan, so inuna kong ipakita sa inyo yan kasi mamaya marami kayong tanong ano yung ibig sabihin ng mga yan, so i-explain natin mamaya. So sa next ang i-offer niya is yung argya water.
Water to Srila Prabhupada through the Shankha. Now once the 7 times circular fashion jala is finished, he put the jala onto the small pot. The offered jala to Prabhupada, about 2-3 drops, he put it back into the small jala pot. So after Prabhupada is now doing the jala arati for Panchatattva, he has completed. You can see there right now. Yes.
So each and personality, nilalagay niya yung water, yung konting water doon sa sa meron siyang dedicated na pot doon. Ilalagay niya doon. So hanggang maubos niya na yung water doon sa conch niya. And then next naman niya is yung cloth, or kung meron tayo is handkerchief. Mostly ginagamit is handkerchief.
Now the next after the jala is the vastra. So with that cloth piece, an handkerchief is used. he is offering to all the different personalities in the altar, beginning with Srila Prabhupada.
So same thing. I-offer niya encircling in the whole body for 7 times each and every personality. Then the next one is flower.
7 times is done. A few flowers are placed before Srila Prabhupada's picture. The same process is followed for the rest of the personalities in the altar. Little flowers was dropped in front of the Panchatattva deities. Next is Srimati Radharani.
Then the next one is the Chamara. Chamara or the yaktail.
All these are considered auspicious items which we can offer to worship the Lord. So for a few minutes,
And then the last one is the peacock fan. Then he will blow the conch.
Sequence. Now the pujari will sprinkle the jala onto all the assembled Vaishnavas. Is complete with this is the closure of the Aarti sequence.
Okay. So ngayon, yan. Ngayon, magtatanong na kayo. Pero i-explain ko muna. So, RT. RT is reception siya. We are welcoming the Lord to reside on his deity form. And then ang nakita nga natin do sa definition, ang ginagawa ng RT, ino-offeran ng RT is yung mga hierarchy, yung mga kings, mga yun nga yung mga matataas na tao, and the most supreme is Krishna himself. So kasi kumbaga makikita natin si welcoming nga siya how to say it, reception. Kumbaga si Krishna nanggaling siya sa malayo. Kasi we have to invite him in his deity form for him to be present there with all our sincerity and all. And it will happen because we are following the rules and regulation of deity worship. So, in that way, darating siya. Then, kung di nyo nakita kanina, na fast forward natin, nag-blow muna siya ng conch shell nun. Yung conch shell is ang signification niya is yung how to say it, yung ether, ipupurify niya yung place. Sabi nga daw pag nag-blow yung conch, parang 8 miles radius ng buong vicinity is mapupurify, wala silang kamalay-malay. Ngayon. So, most of the item na nakita nyong isa-isang in-offer is very auspicious yon. So, nagsimula na nga dun sa conch shell. Then, after nung conch shell, kumbaga, ano yan sabi nga daw, when you perform deity worship is parang in your next life, parang you're non-different sa kumbaga sa associate ni Krishna, kasi nagpe-perform, kasali ka sa pastime kasi nag-worship ka sa kanya, parang ganon. And then wini-welcome mo siya So ngayon, na-purify na yung place by the blowing of conch, and then papabanguhan naman natin yung place by offering of incense. And then yon, of course, yung sweet smell of incense na mabango is very welcoming. So pupunta nga doon si Krishna. Then dati kasi kumbaga walang mga electricity and all. And anyway, si Krishna nga sabi nag-illuminate na daw sa kanya, nanggagaling sa kanya yung ano, pero yung ilaw. Pero by our offering, or by our yung gusto natin siyang i-welcome, na enlighten yung ano niya, yung dadaanan niya, is we offer that lamp. So minsan merong 1 lamp, o minsan merong 5 lamps, or yung Ekadip is yung 1 lamp, and then yung Panchadip is yung 5 lamps. So actually, yun nga daw yung main item nung article. Kasi nagsisignificant yun ng ano natin, ng heart natin actually. Yung ano daw, yung heart natin, ay makikita natin yung giwik is cotton yon, made of cotton na binabad sa ghee. So yung giwik na yon is significant ng ano natin, ng heart natin. Why? And bakit nga rin yun yung main item? Because yung house of is the cotton, is that when we see Krishna, house of is our heart will be. And then yung fire doon is yun yung representation ng blazing fire of love natin kay Krishna. So in that way, that's why it is that's the main item in the worship. And also yung numbering of pag-encircle nun is ayan, 4, 2, 3, 7. 4 muna sa lotus feet. Kasi before nun, puro torch lang ang puro torch lang ang mga ilaw nun. So the way sila magdarshan, or the way sila i-vision nila si Krishna, is una muna sa paa, and then paakyat dun sa navel, and then hanggang dun sa lotus face, and then encircle ng 7 times doon sa whole body. So makikita mo yung shining, shimmering ng mga jewelry niya, mga all his garland and accessories. Doon natin marirelish yung ano niya, yung sweetness ng kanyang appearance. And then next is argia water, yun yung conch. So actually merong ano yun merong mga mixture yon, pero hindi naman available sa atin sa Philippines. Kaya mostly sa India meron. Pero mostly manasa na lang yon, yung may mixture na seeds yon and all. Manasa is by the mind, ini-invoke natin yung mga seeds and all na yon. So, and then, yon i-offer natin sa kanya. Kumbaga, nanggaling nga siya sa malayo. And then, yung taong nanggaling sa actually igaganon niya yun yung i-dip niya yung kamay niya, and then mag-ano siya, magpa-pop ng konti ng water doon sa sa pot na yon, because yun nga may mixtures of water doon, mixtures of seeds and all, na nakakapagpaano ng ano ba 'to? Refresh, 'yun, refreshing. Because yun nga, yung taong nanggaling sa biyahe, nare-refresh siya nung Argia water na yun. And then, the next one is the handkerchief. Yung cloth na yon, ito may nagtanong, si Bactin Rees. Can it be any kind of cloth or handkerchief or may specific color ba siya or fabric? Handkerchief is enough and white is good one. So, yon. Ang significance nun, before, kung nung bago pa lang ako, ang akala ko, dahil may water, and then the next one is how to say it, the next one is the cloth. Kala ko pang ano yun eh. Kala ko pinaliguan siya, and then the next is tutuyuin siya. But no, bastram siya. Bastram means cloth, and hindi siya Anga Bastram. Anga Bastram is drying cloth. So, tawag lang sa kanya Bastram. Ang significance nun is cloth lang siya, hindi siya kumbaga, in the form of handkerchief. Pero, ang significance nun is, sabi daw, pag nagregalo tayo, sa scripture pag nagregalo tayo sa isang tao, dalawang item ang hindi niya kayang i-refuse. Laging necessity ng tao, which is food and cloth. Lagi yon, hindi ka magkakamali doon, food or cloth. So si Krishna, yon, yung kumbaga kung makikita nyo sa mga palabas ng mga hari-haring ganyan, pag pumupunta yung guest nila or anyone, ino-offeran nila ng cloth, mga fine cloth, mga talagang expensive cloth and all. So yung representation ng cloth natin is clean handkerchief is enough. And then the next one after that handkerchief is the flower. Kanina, pinabanguhan natin yung place ng incense. Ngayon, papabanguhan naman natin siya mismo. Si Krishna mismo. That's why most of the time is scented flower lang yung in-offer natin. So, para ma-please natin si Krishna. And then, of course, different color, different meaning. It's up to us. Like, white is purity, red is love, and then yellow is loyalty and all, and many more. So, yun, it's a representation of our devotion to Him. And then, the next one after the flower is the yaktail, yung parang yung whisk na alam ko gawa siya sa hair ng some kind of auspicious animal, something ganun. Yun, yung yaktail and peacock fan is almost same siya ng almost same siya ng signification is yung ginagamitan lang nun, kung makikita nyo nga sa mga video ng mga hierarchy, mga kings and all, is yun lang ang ginagamitan ng yaktail or peacock fan. So that is significance of hierarchy and royalty, something like that. Na kumbaga dapat nga sa may narinig akong ganon sa ibang how to say it, sa ibang movie na dapat very soft lang yon. Dapat hindi matigas yung pag-fan natin ng ganon. No? Almost hindi niya mararamdaman yung hangin, pero mararamdaman niya yung breeze na very soft lang. Kumbaga, sobrang gentle nung pagkaka-fan ng ganyan. And then after that is blowing of conch again. So to cast out the parang i-close yung pag-arty or yung pag-reception sa kanya. Bo-blow again yung conch. So ayun, yun yung full RT. Pero sa bahay natin, kung ano yung kaya natin, most of the time sa mga devotees outside, kaya nilang i-maintain is the incense and the flowers. So accepted pa rin yun, the incense and the flowers. And yun. Pero eventually, kung gusto natin talagang kumpletuhin yung articles of worship natin, then yeah, it's more welcome. The main point here is when we decide to worship Krishna in his deity form, yung gusto ko na magkaroon ng deity. Ang sabi nga is yung kayang-kaya nating i-maintain. Kasi yun nga hindi kumbaga ano siya ano to? Pag nag-open tayo ng altar or nag-decide nga tayo nag-open na altar is para siyang baby, alam mo 'yon, na hindi kumbaga to define the how to say it, the idol worship, we can say, is yung kunyari yung baby, hindi mo siya pwedeng sabihan na ngayon meron na opulent tayo ngayon. Kaso the next day, bukas, wala na akong ipapainom sa yung gatas, so taste ka lang muna ha, parang ganon. So hindi pwedeng ganon. So that's why kaya yung standard na i-set muna natin in the very beginning is yung kaya nating i-maintain and hindi tayo mafe-feel burden na ginagawa natin or just obliged and all. The point is we are how to say it, we are building our relationship to Krishna through serving him through his deity form. So in that way, yun, nagre-reconnect tayo sa kanya. So kung ano yung kaya natin on our capacity and the best na mood na pwede nating ibigay is yun yung gusto nating i-maintain for just for him to be pleased. Actually, may gusto akong ito marami ng tanong dito. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bhaktin Chantal, Prabhu, what is the significance of making circular motion with the offering of 7 times? Bakit 7? That's a very good question. Actually, tinanong din namin yan sa Mayapur Academy sa India. Yung actually, ang tinanong ko actually yung 4237. Do sa significant yung significance ng numbering doon sa gilam. Kasi nga yun daw yung main item. Pero meron daw sa deity worship or sa scripture na somehow we have just to accept it as it is. Kasi sila hinanap din nila. And wala pa silang nakitang explanation about those 7 times actually. But yung encircling like in the gilam itself is yun nga, yun yung ang significance is yung torch. Yung torch kasi is how to say it, wala ngang available na electricity. So kaya slowly ino-offer ng 7 circle na para makita yung buong body ni Krishna. So ganon. So for up to now, wala pang mga translation or any from the archives that explaining the specific 7 or yung mga numberings of circles from the deity worship. But we'll update you if may nakita na. Back to Raymond. Prabhu, pwedeng incense and tulsi leaves. Incense, yes. Tulsi leaves, yes, can be. But mostly flower. Kasi tulsi leaves is, yun, nilalagay na, ino-offer natin dun sa food niya. Ha? Yun, mas ideal is yung may scent na flower. Laging may scent na flower yung i-offer natin kay Krishna. Kumbaga, nung ako noon, kung malapit may mabibilan kayo ng sampagita, pwede yon. Tinatanggal ko dun sa mismong string niya, and then i-offer ko. Jonah, what is the ideal time to do this? Should this be done daily, weekly? So yan, ideal time, sabi nga, the main point is it's more ideal if we kung uunahin natin lahat muna si Krishna before anything else. And anyway, he is the supreme, of course. So the ideal time is morning. And yun, mas madali pagka kumbaga nauna mo siya and then magaang yung pakiramdam. And then later on, yung the whole day mo is parang blessed. Makikita natin. Mararamdaman mo yun pag nagawa mo na or na-experience mo na. Pero yan, ideal time is hindi naman ganun sobrang aga dahil nga sinasabi ko sa inyo is sa bahay is alam natin na maraming gawain and then yung mga iba papasok sa trabaho ng maaga. So most of the time in the beginning you'll figure it out what is the best time for you, and it can be in the beginning it's very flexible. Pero ang point dyan is we will find time na hindi ka masyadong mababurden doon, and then still you will do nicely our worship to the Lord, or kung paano mo siya gigisingin, and it's done daily. Yes, it's daily, pero meron din mga vow, kumbaga weekly, kung ano yung capacity natin. Kasi sabi nga, in the very beginning, kung ano yung kayang-kaya nating i-maintain. Na hindi tayo mababurden, feeling obliged, na ganun. So, kung yun muna yung vow natin, ang tinitignan ni Krishna dyan yung sincerity natin, yung determination and all. Na nakikita niya na nag-effort tayo to connect to Him through His deity form and to serve Him in that way. So, hindi siya overnight na, pag sinabi ko na sa inyo ngayon, gagawin nyo na and then alam nyo na agad. It's a continuous question and answer na continuous adjustment, because yun nga, you will find time You will find time kasi each and every people, especially at home, is different yung mga schedule nila. So, hindi lahat pare-parehas. Kung anong ginagawa na ng classmate ko, dapat ganun na rin ako. Or marami na siyang item na mas matindi na yung bhakti niya, ako hindi pa. Hindi naman ganun. So it's our personal relationship kay Krishna, kung ano yung kaya natin. Ayan. Bhaktin Reese, paano papa when you need to leave and go somewhere, kunwari mag-travel ka at di ka makapag-offer for a time? Ayan. There are times na ganon, magta-travel, or if you can bring the Lord with you, and then do whatever it takes for you to do your worship. But if not, then yun nga, meron tinatawag na manasa puja, or you're meditating to Krishna, na you're offering or you're doing all those things na regular mong ginagawa by manasa puja, or uh, worshiping through the mind. Kasi kung hindi nyo na itatanong, merong merong 7 item or 7 kinds of material na yung deity form ni Krishna. So ano-ano yung mga yon? Stone. Stone is also included yung stone, wood, metal, stone, wood, metal, gems, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Stone, metal, wood, gems, paint or the picture. And then 6 one is sand. And 7 one, the last one, is mind. Ayan, pwedeng maging yan yung how to say it? Nakikita ba? Anyway. Yan yung 7 accepted na klase ng material na pwedeng gawing deity form ni Krishna. So, stone, wood, metal kasama dyan yung silver, bronze, brass, gold, ayan. Gems, mga jewelry, merong mga deities ni Krishna na made of jewelry. Mga sapphire, ganyan, or anything. Nakakita na ako nun, maganda. And then, paint or picture. Yon, yung picture is one of the recommended para sa atin ngayon, lalo na tayo nagsisimula. And then, sand. Madalas sand yan, makikita mo yan sa South India, merong Jagannath na made of sand sa banda sa seashore, parang ganyan. And then, sa mind. So, yon, pwede natin yon, yung manasa puja. Pero yon, tuturuan natin kayo kung paano yon. Jonah, everyone. Prabhu, clarify lang, after Srila Prabhupada offered to Radha and Krishna before the disciplic succession. Yes. I-show natin kay Prabhupada or sa spiritual master natin, kumbaga 3 circle ng ganyan, and then go straight to Radha, and then Krishna, down to Panchatattva, Lord Nrsingadev, then disciplic succession. So, from Prabhupada to Radha and Krishna, then going down. Ayan. And then, ngayon, i-ano naman natin yung how to offer boga, or how to offer food to Krishna. Oh no, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Nangyari dito. Advance share. So offering of Bogo offering.
Bogo offering procedure. Srila Prabhupada explains the method of Bogo offering. In a letter to a devotee, he explains, regarding your question about offering prasadam, whatever is offered to the deity actually goes through the spiritual master. The spiritual master offers to Lord Chaitanya, and Lord Chaitanya offers it to Krishna. Put a tulsi leaf on each preparation and place the plate in front of the deities, requesting the Lord with utmost love and devotion by chanting these prayers 3 times. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Next, offer prayers to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. And finally, to Lord Krishna. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Meditate on Lord Krishna by chanting Gayatri mantras or the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Allow the Lord to accept the offering for 5 to 10 minutes. Then ring the bell and thank the Lord for accepting the Naivedya and remove the plate. Ideally, one should think of Krishna while preparing the food. Cleanliness should be maintained and stale food must not be offered. Needless to add that it should be vegetarian food without eggs, onion, or garlic. One should not taste food during its preparation, not even to see if it's done or if it is seasoned properly. Krishna should be the first to relish prasadam.
So ayan. So yun. Inoffer niya with the tools and all. And it's recommended na yung dedicated na pots kay Krishna is yun yung gagamitin natin. And then how to say it? Yun. Meron siyang dedicated na pots at yung baso and then kutsara. Then meron siyang plate, ayun. So bago natin siya ililipat na natin 'yon. Kung natapos na nating i-offer, ililipat natin. Then hugasan muna natin bago natin i-honor yung food or yung prasadam. Ganon. So in that way, 'yun. Yun yung procedure niya. Actually, important yung cleanliness nga sa deity worship. Actually, sabi nga cleanliness and punctuality. Pero sa bahay or sa home worship, hindi masyadong inaano yung punctuality kasi iba't ibang time nga or um, sa temple, yun yung cleanliness and punctuality most of the time yung mine-maintain. But dun sa bahay, cleanliness and regulation. Regulation is regularity. Kailangan regular yung ginagawa natin sa kanya. Nami-maintain natin yung regularity ng worship natin sa kanya. So, bakit clean o bakit cleanliness? Masyadong ine-specify ni Prabhupada yung cleanliness in deity worship. Because, yun nga, we are not that pure enough, at least we clean ourselves. Actually, meron tanong. Martin Chantal, Prabhu, when we are just making a simple offering of incense and flowers at home, do we need to bow down to the altar when we are chanting? While offering the incense, you mean? While offering the incense, need to bow down? Ang pagkakabanggit niya doon is yung nagnod lang ng ano ng how to say it, ng ng ulo niya. Nagnod lang siya. Hindi not necessary na habang nag-offer tayo ng incense, magbabow down tayong ganyan. No. Habang, kunyari, kasi ang sinasabi niya doon is esa dupa. Esa dupa is please accept this incense in English. So, yun yung mantras niya, esa dupa. And then, after each, is parang we offer respect na ganun. So, hindi yung the actual bow down na magbabow down ka mismo sa lapag. Pero before natin gawin yun, before tayo kung nakikita natin siya kanina, nag-offer siya ng obeisances before to start the worship. So yon, doon tayo magbabow down. So hindi naman sa mga ladies, hindi katulad nung pagbow down niya na dandavat or full na dandavat. Pwede yung half lang. Yon. And then yon, sa Prabhus, ganun din naman. Pero meron baka ma-weirduhan yung mga family natin. At least the least is we can offer pranam to the deities kung hindi talaga tayo maka-offer ng bowing down or dandavat and all. Jonah, can tulasi leaves be replaced by another leaf, basil, oregano, and any herb? Kung walang tulasi leaves, manasa. Tulasi leaves only is actually may story dyan eh. So ikikwento natin yun at the next meeting. So take note natin yan. Yung why tulasi leaves is on the offering of prasadam of Krishna. Ayan. Actually may gusto akong pakita sa inyo eh. Ang dami ko pang nakaprepare. Ito na yun. How to say it? So, formulate nyo lang yung mga questions nyo. Saan na yun? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yes, this one. Yan. Nakikita niyo? Cleanliness and Regulation. Srila Prabhupada states, deity worship means to be very, very clean. One should try to bathe twice daily. The deity should never be approached without having bathed first and change to clean clothes. So, dapat clean, fresh yung clothes natin. After passing stools and etc. Keep teeth brush after each meal. Fingernails clean and trim. Be sure that your hands are clean before touching any on the altar daily, thoroughly. Shine the various Arctic paraphernalia after Arctic. This is described in the booklet of Pujaris when written by Sila Vati Dasi. The idea is summit cleanliness that will satisfy Krishna. So yon. Because Krishna is pure, yan, Krishna is pure and we are not that pure yet, but at least we are clean. So Krishna may take our offerings, humble offering to him. And then this one, the position of spiritual master. Srila Prabhupada states, the process is that whatever we offer to the deity, that is offered to the guru, to guru. The guru offers it to his guru, and in this way goes to Krishna. We don't directly offer to Radha Krishna. No, we have no right. Neither he accept in that way. The pictures of the acharyas, why they are, they are, they are. Actually, one has to offer the plate to his guru, and he'll offer to his guru, and he offers his guru, and his guru in this way it will go to Krishna. That is the process. You cannot directly approach Krishna or other subordinates to Krishna. That is not possible. So ayun, sa ano naman 'yon, sa offering ng boga or ng food is yun lang yung idea doon is ina-assist natin yung guru natin, and then yung guru natin, if we have aspiring guru like our dear Giridhari Swami Srila Guru Maharaj, i-offer natin sa kanya, and then i-offer niya kay Prabhupada, si Prabhupada i-offer kay Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, all the way to the disciplic succession. That's the thing. And then dun sa RT is i-offer natin sa guru, and then the guru will pass it on up to Krishna, something like that. Pero yung way ng pag-wave natin is from guru and then to Krishna going down. Because sabi nga pagka in-offer na yung sa RT is kunyari may nagtanong before na ascending pataas ng ganyan. Maha na daw yon, ibig sabihin remnants na ng mga guru yon pagka in-offer sa kanila, no? They are offering it going back to Krishna, parang ganun. So I think you have more question. If not, meron tayong bidyong papakita. And hanggang at least 8:15, Radhacharan Prabhu. Yeah. Stop sharing. Oh no. So what to say? Mm-hmm. So here it is.
Talk.
Mm-hmm. Where is it? So this is the last one.
With her deities and couldn't take her deities with her.
What is your value?
Ito, gusto kong ipakita sa inyo is ito yung dapat na yung sinasabi ni Prabhupada na mood in deity worship.
You can offer to Krishna, everything belongs.
To
Mhm.
What you can offer to Krishna, everything belongs to Krishna. Huh? What you have got. What is your value? And of your things, there is nothing. Therefore, the real thing is bhaktya. Real thing is your feeling. Krishna, kindly take it. I have no qualification. I am most rotten, fallen. But I have brought this thing for you. Please take. This will be accepted. Don't be perturbed. Always be careful. You are dealing with Krishna. That is my request.
So, yan, makikita natin si Prabhupada is how his mood, almost parang na-choke pa yata siya or napaiyak siya, na yun yung dapat na mood natin is it's just our humble attempt to please Krishna, and in that way, he gladly accept our offering. So, I think for now, hanggang dun muna tayo. Masyado tayong natagalan yata. And if you have more question, it's more welcome. And for sure, yon, marami pa kayong tanong. Okay. So, yeah. Next meeting natin, yung mga recommended na kind of pictures or altar that we can form, or then along the way, most of the time, you will have question, of course. You will have question. And kung paano. And I'm sure hindi kayo masyado na overwhelm ngayon. Yeah. And if you want to suggest, kasi it will become more interesting if you will, parang it came from you what kind of topic you want to tackle, because of course maraming topic, pero I mean, if yung curiosities came from you, then it's more interesting for you, as I can say. And then the next time, next meeting, yung nare-request yung mga personal stories and all, that would be exciting. Ngayon, baka na-overwhelm kayo. Medyo masyado tayong seryoso. So, yeah. hindi rin ako sanay. At hindi kayo sanay siguro. Pero seryoso yung topic natin eh. So, kailangan nating bumagay. So, ayun. I think that's it. And wala na kayong tanong, for sure. Group photo. So, we can open our camera and we'll have the group photo. Paano ulit to? Ay, hindi. Alam ko na. Ayan. Hihintayin na lang natin yung iba. Counting in 10. 10, 9, 8, 7. Ron Prabhu, we want to take your darshan. Bhaktin Nikita and Francesca. Yes! Ayan si Ron, no? All the way from Bataan. Nawala. Okay, anyway. In 3, shift command. In 3, 2, 1. Mali. Ayan, ang galing. Ulit. 1, 2, 3. Mali na naman. Ayan. Okay, thank you very much sa ating sa inyong lahat. Chantal Mataji, thank you very much. Riz na siya ngayon ha. Para hindi na mamali yung ano. Bactin Risa, alam ko na ha. Bactin Risa, thank you very much. Ron Prabhu, Ron Prabhu, Raymond Prabhu, Jonah Mataji, Monica Mataji, OG Yogi, Jinky Mataji, Raul Prabhu, our dear gentleman, David Chi, and Bhakti Nikita, and Francesca Mataji. Thank you very much, everyone. So, see you when I see you. Okay, bye-bye. Hare Krishna. Thank you. 3, 2, 1.